Hey, Mr. Fogelson here, and we're back in Adobe Illustrator class. All right, so the next skill we're going to do is streamline your artwork. We're going to go ahead and head right to it. Adobe Illustrator, make sure you're signed in via Google, you're using a school account. All right, also the light bulb learn option in the menu. Lastly, just make sure that you do click the view all option here so that way you can see the extra lesson that pops up. This one's called Streamline Your Artwork. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Okay, for this one, we're going to watch a video from Adobe like we always do. Here we go.
Say you're making a flyer in Illustrator on the web, and it's got lots of overlapping content. That can make it harder to select what you want. Maybe you try to move something, but a shape gets left behind. The good news is Illustrator makes it easy for you to select, move, and align your content so you can focus on design. When you make something in here, you add some art, then you add some more art, and so on. All that content is stacked one on top of another in what we call the stack order. So if you were to take this content and look at it from the side, you can see how everything is arranged. Now let's say you draw a shape on top of text using a shape tool. The text is now hidden. You can take that shape and send it behind the text by right-clicking and choosing an Arrange command. Okay, now let's say I want to move these plankton up together. That's where grouping comes in. It's a pain to select each of these little plankton every time we want to move them all. We can make things easier by grouping them in the context bar here. Now we can move them like they're just one object. Lastly, we want to make sure our content is aligned properly at times, like all of these crabs. After you select them all, you've got a ton of different ways to align them. In this lesson, you're going to explore how to arrange your content. You're going to group it to keep things together, and you're going to align things. So let's get going.
All right, let's start this thing up. All right, I'm going to take a look here at the directions. It says select the stingray, right-click, and choose Send Backward from the context menu. Use the keys shortcuts listed in the menu next time. So I'm going to go ahead and select the stingray, right-click, and send backwards. Make sure you hit send backwards. Some people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to send it back. You don't want to do that. Send backward. I'm going to click that. And you'll notice that we've got the pufferfish that kind of comes to the front there. Stingray is kind of in the middle. And then there's another pufferfish behind it. So sending the backward makes that happen. Make sure you do that. Hit that next button. All right. So it says drag across the shrimp to select them. Click group in the context bar. Click the empty area to deselect them. Drag one of them and see how they move together. I'm just going to drag one to see how they don't move together first so they're not grouped. Okay. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to go ahead and left click and drag a selection box around everything. Okay. And then in the context bar, I'm going to click the group button. Once it's grouped, then I'll deselect it by clicking off of it. And I'm just going to drag one, and notice how they're all grouped together now since I grouped it in the context bar. I'm going to move it over, and there it goes. All right, it's all grouped together, the shrimp. All right, if you need to edit one of the shrimp, click on the same button to ungroup them. So ungroup them. If I need to edit one of the shrimp, let's see, we need to rotate it or something. Okay, and then you just select them all and then group them back. Okay, so that's if you needed to edit one of them. All right, align objects. Aligning the crabs to each other. Select all the crabs. I'm going to go ahead and select them all with this left click and drag a selection box. In the Select Tool Options panel, click different alignment options to see which results look best. So here's my alignment options. There's one. I'm going to undo. There's another. Undo. There's another. Whoa, that one kind of overlaps a lot. This one overlaps as well. So I went through all the alignment options, and the one I like best was aligning in the middle there. So I'm going to leave that. There we go. They're all aligned. Hit done, and congrats, we've completed this lesson. Now we need to save it. You guessed it. and then go to Export As, uncheck everything except for Streamline, and then hit Export. Make sure it's on your desktop, hit Save. Then go to Google Classroom, go to the assignment, exit out of full screen, add or create, file attach, drag and drop it in there. And give it a sec and it'll upload, and then click turn in and then hit turn in. And you're all set to go.